So this week something odd happened. I actually drew two cards that I've drawn before, and I haven't even made that many videos, and I do shuffle the cards, so it is very strange. So the one card that I did draw that was different, that's the one that I will be talking about. It is the archetype card of the Warrior from the Myss set. So I will mainly talk about this card, and then if you'd like to revisit the meaning of the other two cards, please watch the previous videos. So there is a card that is the Two of Coins from the Rumi tarot set, and the message of that card is I have revolved with the stars in their signs, and the card shows a dervish spinning between the sun and the moon, so finding balance between light and dark. I would say that the dervish is finding equilibrium at the heart of movement, so stillness at the heart of movement. And then the other card that I've talked about before is Love for You Every Day, which I would say is a card that speaks about the choice of love every day, or the choice that we can make in every single moment, and it is for us to decide what perspective and what energy we want to bring forward in each and every single moment. I will be mainly speaking about the Warrior Archetype card from the Myss set. I would say that the shadow warrior is very much present in the society because it is a fear-based warrior, and that is more present maybe than the love-based one, which is the light warrior. So let's speak about both. The light attributes of the warrior are strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. And the shadow attributes are trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So yes, we are dealing with a lot of shadow, I would say, when it comes to this archetype. Everyone has the shadow of the archetype, like they have the light. And I would say that the difference between light and shadow is again love and fear. So what is the source of your actions? Is the source fear? Then probably you're going to behave more from the shadow. And is the source love? Then you're probably going to be inspired to act out the light warrior. And of course you could have a blend of both, and you could be kind of in the balance between both. And the more you bring the shadow aspects into the light, so to speak, the more you bring the subconscious fears into the conscious mind, then the more choice you have. So then at least you can act from a conscious place and see if you can shift to a better place from there. A better place for yourself, but I would say also for others. So I would say that the shadow attributes do not produce better results. Maybe on the surface it seems like they do, but they don't, because we are all connected. So I would always advise to live life in a more altruistic and compassionate and connected way rather than disconnected way. Maybe the shadow warrior will have some success with the actions at a material level, but that success will also lead to loneliness and disconnectedness and lack of trust. So if you act from lack of trust, you will create less trust. And if you act from trust, yes, you might be disappointed by some people, but ultimately you will create more trust in your life. These are the following 3 points that will help you in your introspection on the warrior archetype for this week. Question number 1. Where is the difference in my life between boundaries and selfishness? Where would it be healthy and recommended and natural to say no in a way that does not disempower the other person? So in a way that does not reflect a battle of pride over pride. Who are the people in my life that can help teach me boundaries if I also do my part, obviously? Who are the people who inspire me to be a light warrior, a more skilled, disciplined, willful, strong, as well as altruistic warrior? Identify the warriors in society or in your own life that tend to go for victory at any cost, so the shadow warriors in your life, and reflect on their influence. Remember, this could also be you, this could be an aspect of you, the shadow warrior in you. So reflect on their influence, its influence on your life. How does, or would love expressed more meaningfully with grace and presence affect my warrior archetype? What are the traits of a love and of a peaceful warrior? Since we're talking about the warrior, I'm going to show you some Rumi cards that touch on this subject. Ace of Swords, be like a polished sword, free from tarnish. So that speaks of inner purity. Purity will polish your sword. The true lion is he who conquers himself, and it's very interesting. This card is the master number 11, fortitude. So this is what you have to master yourself. Then another one on mastering yourself, wield the mace and smash your ego into pieces. And that devil over there in the picture is basically your ego. So you can even see that as the fight between the light warrior and the shadow warrior. This one is beautiful. Flee to me without delay. I'm a fortress invincible. And is 4 of coins. It is a structure of power. Power comes from discipline, from skill, from willful action. And love is like an emerald whose radiance repels dragons. This is what I was talking about earlier, about the dragon within that we all have to work with. I hope you are inspired by this video to choose the light warrior within. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.